Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor ReFantazio, where last episode, after chatting with the thankful Mistari and Eteria and learning that Adeni has the power to change the weather, we decided on our first destination for our quest tour, setting off for Scoundrel's Hold near Grand Trad. On the way, we talked with Hulkenberg to reach the final rank of our bond together as the journey now continues.
Coming into view is the village of Ligno, a frequent stop for capital-bound peddlers and merchants, experienced traders who have withstood the trials of all the world's cultures and customs, gather here with rare goods found nowhere else. Though the village has waned in light of the influx of monsters, it remains an important hub of commerce. Here in this corner of the world, the Gauntlet Runner arrives.
Giving it some thought?
Something here. Want to make a quick detour before we continue on? Hey, it's a quick detour, right? Doesn't take time. Life is good. I must say, this village is unusually lively. There's a lot of strong people from different tribes. Yes, merchants en route to the capital tend to stop here first, so that doesn't surprise me. It was more like a mercantile commonwealth than a traditional village with a lord. Oh, I bet I could find some rare goods here. Do you think they have perfume? There's been a strange odor in the Gauntlet Runner I'd like to combat. What's that about then? I say, are you accusing my Gauntlet Runner of being stinky? It is not your Gauntlet Runner. I see a shopkeeper. Let's go shopping before we start a brawl. I'll listen to the shopkeeper first. Out the village. This place may not be as big as Grand Trad, but we've our fair share of goods. Perhaps best of all, we've no snobbish nobles or regulators in these parts. Of course, that tends to attract unsavory types and fugitives from all over the place. I'm betting you'll not fall into that camp, right?
No.
How dare you? What would give you that impression?
I see.
Well, he's not far off the mark. What should I ask about now? The tournament, maybe? Tons of people coming through here spouting ridiculous lies about becoming king. Most of them were scoundrels trying to pawn dodgy wares at dodgier prices.
I see.
Seems like everyone here is real business orientated. Perhaps giving them my name would get us better prices than what we sell. Wanna know why it's so noisy here? It's all these heroes itching to regale us with tales of their heroic travels. So go on, what's your story? Well, the story of our trip is kinda... You don't really have to tell me, lass. I'm sure you have your reasons, just as I have mine. Don't worry, my lips are sealed. Alright, what do you sell then? Gold de Bouillon. Used while bathing to increase protagonist luck by 2. There's mellow milk, orgo sugar as well. Oh, I wish I came here later now. Or on an idle's day. Look at this. Just that one seems pretty good. Golden armor as well, resist slash damage. Oh man, look. Oh, that would have been like 150k, or it'd be 160k-ish, wouldn't it? Sad. I'll buy this.
That's fine.
Then I'll just be very sad. Oh, I've got lots of these. Oh, 206k worth of them. You did save before you set out. Yeah, but I mean, you know, making mistakes. It's a thing. It happens. 366. Like, a healer with that would be kind of bonkers, wouldn't it? Buying it. I bought it. Maybe.
Hey.
Are you all done with your business here? Yep, let's get going.
Hey.
Back to it, huh? All right, to the runner.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at an encampment, and sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
Sam never uses the healer class, wasted Reeve. Well, look, that might be a reason to.
All right then.
What are we going on here? Something in the memorandum for Ligno. A settlement that merchants en route to the capital always visit is a good place of exchange for peddlers who pay for their lodging fees with regional specialty goods, which in turn allows other peddlers to procure and stock up on rare goods from faraway lands. The village's history is actually rather short, as the entire community moves to a safer location whenever war endangers the village. Should the increasing monster attacks of recent years continue, the village may very well one day disappear. Just a note straight out, this is new for us at night. Power that I awaken to. It's already tremendously strong, but there is room for me to improve. I can feel it. So long as I continue to hone this power on our travels, I'll one day be able to face any enemy.
Truth is,
We've seen so many towns on this trip. One day I hope to rebuild my home so that it can stand proudly alongside them. But Luis must fall before I can dream of rebuilding. That dream for this country and for my home, I will fight to the last. I'll take a Lumi Bee there. I'm super interested. Like, we don't actually have that many sources of... It's all at the podium. We haven't built any eloquence, but it's not the thing I need to be building, is it? Oh, I forgot to make the food. Is it work? Is it running at the moment? Can I make the food? I definitely need to buy some more food stuffs. Municipal noodles we still haven't made after all. Almighty golden stew.
All good.
Since this is the Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her. Back home, we would most frequently cook things by placing them into stews alongside plentiful herbs and spices. Eteria is blessed with a warm climate. Perhaps that is why its people prefer foods that cause them to perspire. Our spices range from sharp to refreshing, and we select them according to the needs of our body at the time. I began preparing the food alongside Yufa.
May I?
We need only a pinch of that herb for the best results. Add too much and it becomes a most deadly poison, so I urge you to be cautious. When I prepare a meal, I cast a spell, an incantation infused with my love and
I
affection.
want to say...
We'll let us scatter together. Nuemata imao renaxio. The stew smells so fragrant, and its flavor has so many layers.
What this is?
This almighty golden stew is a secret recipe of the Mastari tribe. It's good for your health, so please help yourself to it. I had a chicken madras a couple of days ago myself. And no ill effects, if you know what I mean. Constitution of... No, not really. Maybe we can spend time with Heisme. But I only got 3 from Heisme, and I get 4 from the book.
understood.
You lot haven't forgotten to buy anything, have you? If you need medicine or equipment or some such, I'll fly you straight to town. And if you bought too much, you could just load it up in stowage. Battle useful runner energy. Yes, I know, indispensable. I'm almost wondering what the eloquence would do for me here. I don't know the value that gives. Same as you give me imagination during the day. Oh, your helmet's back. Did you, like, super glue it together? I guess you must have spares, right? Don't be wearing a sweaty helmet.
Excuse me?
Remember that problem I mentioned on the All-Wise Path? Let's try to get that solved as soon as we can. Not being able to say your final farewells at a proper funeral, it must be awful. Juna looks glum. We should take care of that monster on All-Wise Path. For now, let's just do what we can. I can't help but feel like singing my heart out. The song is just words on the wind without an audience, so would you care to listen? Besides, it might just empower you. Juna's song can teach me the power to move people's hearts, and I'll feel it hone my eloquence. Should we listen to Juna sing? It's new. It's not a royal virtue I want to raise. But it's new. That's what I like to hear. Come this way.
Far away sky, blue and clear. Oh, speaking of,
You know, someone told me once that my songs were like magic, that they could change the world. At the time, I didn't give it any more thought than you would. A gracious compliment. But I've come to believe that emotions, the raw power born of feelings, can change the world. Doesn't that sound like the original form of magic? Oh, yes. I remember why I don't do these now. Because I fail them. I think I understand.
Got it.
Yes, I think I understand what you mean.
thanks.
Good, I'm happy to hear you say that. Feels like we had a bit of a connection there, doesn't it? I've never told this to anyone before, but beyond being the world's greatest songstress, I have another goal.
The truth is,
At some point in the future, I'd like to conduct research on archetypes. I mean, why archetypes? I want to ask you the question versus like, I'd never have guessed. I don't know what feels what's right. I just want to ask you this.
Well,
Archetype research.
yeah.
The power that awakened in us is magical in nature, that much I know. Archetypes are a power born when a heart yearns for something. That was the wrong answer, maybe. With more knowledge of them, perhaps every soul in the world could manifest its own individual needs. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I think the only reason I can have my head in the clouds like this is because you're our captain, you know? Such a relief to be understood. I'm happy to serve at your command. Not in like an army type of way, but as friends with a common goal who need a leader. I think everyone here brings something unique to the table, so in battle it's up to you to direct those talents. I guess you want me to take the lead. And we'll count on you, oh Captain. All this rough housing was well outside of my repertoire before I awakened to my power. Talking to you like this, I can tell we're on the same wavelength. I mean, we only met because we were so reckless that we both broke into Luis's room. Oh my god, there's so many answers. Let's keep rocking the boat. I say we keep being reckless, doing what needs to be done without fear.
Goodness.
Oh, please, I roll my eyes if anyone but you said that. Something about your good nature makes people let you off with a smile.
All right.
Well, there's work to be done, isn't there? I'm excited for what tomorrow will bring. She didn't like that. Thanks for listening to all my narrating on today. Let's talk again sometime. You barely sung.
all right.
But I got 6 on the eloquence meter, which was like most of the level. What the crap? That's like at least a third, if not a bit more.
Bye.
Maybe I'll sing just a bit longer. Naturally, you'll be sticking around, won't you? Ooh. New people give big gains, don't they, versus old people? Poor old people. Oh, we're under attack. It's an enemy attack. Time to muster, people. They've reached the deck already. Don't let them hurt the runner, I beg you.
Hitting us while we're asleep is
Spectos.
Early bird gets the glory, what? Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this
I'll
place
use what I
up.
must.
They're not weak to any of the things I need to hit them with.
Looks like they're weak to light. I guess it's our time to shine.
No, a favor if I
No.
Come forth, royal soul. Light.
Are you on these fairly low level?
Now,
Captain
what's the
took one
play?
down.
They're level 17.
Looks like slash attacks won't do much against them.
Closing the distance. No holding back. The power of fire. Let's wrap this up.
One out.
Good one, Straw.
I can do this. Let us combine our powers.
Might be a little over the top, but
You can do this.
Heed me. New enemies. How many are there? Come on, everyone. We can't relax
You think
yet.
yourself equal
They're
to a
weak
huge
fire.
fragility?
Let's heat
I don't
this
think it
place
thinks
up.
it's equal to anything. I think it's about knows it's about to die a horrible death.
So much for that.
Wizard.
Couldn't steal from it though.
Fire.
There's one element I have, it's fire. Oh wow, so much goods. Oh, I guess we got an Onyx.
That easy, eh? Appreciated.
Thank you, nice work out there. That should keep the baddies at bay for now. And you kept the craft safe and sound too. Now then, have a good night and sleep tight.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king.
I'm not
draws
bullying them.
nearer.
I just remembered that I get MP back right now. So I don't need to worry about it.
What to pick?
A pick indeed. Who's where doing what? You two are talking today.
Oh,
We have a kitchen and bedrooms. There's even a washroom. Everything we need is here. This Gauntlet Runner feels more akin to a house with legs. Just figure the relations that could be established between the island and the mainland if Gauntlet Runners were to become accessible to more people. Damn, I wanted to talk to you today, see if you give good amounts.
you.
I'm a celebrity songstress famed throughout the country, and yep, that doesn't mean anything to you, does it? Don't get me wrong, I'm not looking for that kind of attention, but it's such a contrast to the rest of the world. I get a bit of whiplash from it. I bet you do. Looks like no one's doing anything for me during the day, so I should have done you on day 2. By my estimation, the archetypes have 2 main strengths. The first is, of course, their raw power, and the second that they demand the use of cooperative skills. Even if, say, Luis knew them, he could not well wield them by himself. Stupid Luis.
All right. Right. Well then.
Going to the bathroom. Hopefully I'm not a smelly pooper. Because, trust me, there are multiple smelly poopers obviously on this craft that everyone knows went to the bath before them, if you know what I mean.
This is...
Everyone knows that person's brand. It's that person's brand. It's that person again. Yep, no one wants to do any raising of anything today. How strong must we be in order to defeat Luis? A question I wish I had a simple answer. But we have our friends and archetypes, and faith in them will give us hope. What a nice deserted land we're in.
All right then.
No one seemingly wants to do anything with me. So I guess I'm reading a book. As a default. Maybe I can go fish right now. As a default way to spend our time, we'll freak Heisme out by constantly looking at his thing, yeah? Why do you keep reading this? Why do you keep reading this?
All right.
So I need more tolerance. I've only just passed halfway. So there's got to be like at least 3 more interactions of a 4-coin variety.
The Gauntlet Runner finds itself at the Scoundrel's Hold, a cave system beneath the sand and rock, dug out by bandits over untold years. There were once treasures hoarded in the sprawling paths, but with the arrival of the monsters, only a vast labyrinth remains. The party wanders into the caves, now merely the wreckage of the bandits' dreams.
Is this the place?
So this was the Scoundrel Stronghold, was it? And our bounty's at the end of it. Yep, we're here for a giant guarded by a horde of goblins. Oh yeah, but of course there's other monsters in here too. A goblin horde, is it? They're capable of surrounding us. We ought to prepare tactics for cutting down many at a time.
Oh my.
Which means I can't go healer. For goblins, worry not, love. My magic shreds goblins, whatever the amount. She who laughs at a goblin shall cry by it in due measure. Be wary of pride.
All good.
Ogbook's right. The goblins are one thing, but adding a giant complicates matters. We can't be too careful.
Gosh.
All right, I hear you. So let's get this over with and vacate this dreary den straight away. All right, we might need to do some filling with things. Just a second, I sense something, which is why we're here, partially. Is there something there? This feeling,
So, hey.
It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Neurus was looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? The guy standing out here. This is the Scoundrel's Hold, an underground desert cave not too far from Grand Trad. Its deceptively small entrance conceals a vast maze-like expanse. Originally a natural cave, it became both home and hideout to local bandits at the time, and they dug out its boundaries to the grand fortress-like size it now boasts. Their unchecked expansion, however, led to invasion by horrors of all kinds, and the new threats soon drove the bandits from their lair, leaving it a labyrinth ruled by monsters. Didn't have a second page of information there. Alright, we need to go to our info. So it's a Psyocropos. It's weak to pierce.
On this.
The Scoundrel's Hole is a den for all sorts of riffraff. It was once the home of bandits, but has since been claimed by a horde of goblins. From what I understand, the goblins drove away the bandits who first settled there. Now they prey on any travelers unlucky enough to pass through.
Really?
We heard about them in the recruitment center. They really as well as they say. Yes, they're clever little bastards. The den was originally built by bandits, so pursuing the goblins within may prove to be tricky. And it won't be just goblins you'll need to worry about. There's also the one-eyed Psyocropos there, said to be in charge of the lot. Fighting the whole goblin horde would be a suicide mission, so that's probably why the bounty is a Psyocropos. Some of the goblin cronies are capable of using magic, and they won't hesitate if it means stopping you. Problem is, if you eliminate them first, the Psyocropos will have a meltdown, and good luck if that happens. So leave them alive and focus on disabling their magic while you take down the Psyocropos. Spears and bows are effective here. That's about the extent of my information. If you still choose to go, stay vigilant. So, yes. We might need to do some changing. So Juna, who is maxed on Mass Dancer, Maybe we'll switch that to Faker at this point in time, because you need to start learning that at some point anyway.
Fascinating.
The Faker. This is the archetype you sense from Alonso's way of
This
life.
right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the Revelator, one who breathes new life into old values by virtue of keen insight and masterful
All right.
wit. 2,250 mag is required.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Juno with this power.
Of course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a Faker. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls, a worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to embrace the unknown and sow chaos in thy opponent's hearts, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Faker.
Let's go.
Well, if it's in the Faker, weakening enemies, that's my favorite trick. I'll have you in the palm of my hand.
I've learned a new skill.
Yeah, well, you're going to get some interesting weaponry because of this. Now, skill inheritance. You can inhale... Inhale. You can inhale. Don't inhale. You can inherit a variety of things. I think I should take Masked Revelry then. It's getting some MP return. Sounds pretty good. And maybe I'll just take both your fiery skills or one of them. I don't know.
All right.
Let's take Infernal Vortex. Along with Psych. That gives me some slight spell flexibility. And apart from that, for Pierce, we have Pierce on Hulkenberg anyway. So that works for me. Stroll has a little bit of Pierce, but not that much Pierce, because he's not got actually the gunner up that much. Should I just give him, like, stick in one thing there to get him the second ability on that list? Keep you as general for a moment, I guess. But having, instead of sleep shot, having the poison shot could be pretty good. Okay, I can't be a caster. Even though I'm right next to the level of it, I will switch that off for now. And I need to be assassin at some point. But I could just level that via other things, of course. I want to go healer. I've got a nice new special staff. It would be very tasty. I guess I will just move back to Magic Seeker for now then. And have most of my abilities, except for fire. Someone else has fire sorted for me. Hammer as well in case there's any chesty guys. Just as soon as he gets general to the next level of master, he'll go back to sword master and continue leveling that up to get to his next archetype level. And for the party, I feel like what we've got is fairly good. I guess the question is about Yufa inheriting other things. Doesn't seem like upgrading Summoner is that good for you at the moment. And you also need to, like, be leveling up Seeker. At the very least, I should unlock it for you.
This right here, all right?
Because that will give you at least one inheritance.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker. The Seeker archetype, the gift of the people's faith in me. I shall use this power to rise to the occasion.
It seems I've grown.
Ooh, that's a bit down at the moment, though, so I guess I'll keep you as it, but that just enables you to get Psych then. But then why would you need Psych? You probably don't need that at all. This is a weird way to look at it. It didn't say anything about you getting got just because you were something else, wasn't it? Maybe I'll just keep you here.
All right.
We might have to change Yufa up. Let's at least give her that. I guess then, in terms of party... Hulkenberg's got Pierce, and Hulkenberg is tanking for me too. I don't necessarily need Stroll into the boss. So maybe something like that?
Oh.
So this place used to be a bandit stronghold. I expect the layout will have its tricks, so let's be mindful. Add me to the formation. You know I'll have your back. No, you're gonna... Everyone's gonna ask me that, are they?
But
Guess even a monster knows how to seize a stronghold. Only this time we'll be the ones doing the seizing. All set over here. Let's get this show on the road. I can scarcely believe a monster took over a bandit stronghold. Perhaps it's even smarter than the bandits. I'm all set. You can depart whenever you please. Give her day instead. She literally has a better day ability too.
However,
We should be mistaken for bandits if we set up camp here. Let us finish our business and be on our way before nightfall. I have my preparations and ready to go at any time. What are you? You're not planning to go in there using magic to clear out those goblins in one fell swoop, are you? Nothing a goblin hates more than magic. I won't cast anything then, you're thinking, but if you wield something magical, you're finished. They'll pummel you.
means
In other words, mage and healer wouldn't work. Oh, summoner would probably be iffy too. Okay. I don't know what any of that is, but if they use magic, don't do it. Hit 'em with status elements instead and you'll be good to go. That's all I got for you. Take it from someone who nearly died. Well, that answered that.
What now?
Hit him with status elements instead. I want to have you on something that has, like... I know this sounds really weird, but I'm just going to put you for onto Gunner. She has much strength as high speed. Just dumb.
I see.
But it's actually a thing.
Fascinating.
Oh no, but you
Yes,
don't have a lot
alright.
of... No, you don't have a lot of inheritance there either. What jobs do I have a lot of inheritance on? It's warrior. It's warrior and knight, isn't it?
I see. Fascinating.
You're
This
also
right,
going to be a
alright.
knight. We're going to have 2 knights.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Stupid anti-magic thing. Well, I'll make you look like this. I see the knight archetype. I will proudly wield the power to protect others. May my devotion to protection be shown here and now. Well, that's very true. It's very fitting in that regard then.
Surging within me.
I guess now your frontline rap works. Oh, you cannot inherit. You can't inherit
All right.
summoner abilities. Okay. That's so interesting. So basically, you start with nothing.
I
You
see.
really do. I'm gonna make you inherit commander as well, so I can inherit America Karja, so you can do some buffing for me.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
This is interesting. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to lead soldiers proudly into battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the commander. I see, so this is the commander archetype. With my support, we shall grasp victory together. I will gladly take on the role.
Oh.
Yep, amount of archetypes of study has grown, so I get some hero's fruits for my trouble.
Acquired a new ability.
We're not actually switching, we just want Marika Karja, and then... What if I take gold attack too?
I see. Fascinating.
If you get me.
This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
I didn't realize there'd be so much setup for this. But yeah, we want Juna and Yufa in the party, obviously, because they're the only ones without bonds at this point in time. Because they haven't got bonds, they can't be in the back party with actually getting experience. I see, so this is the merchant archetype. I never knew money could have such strength. I may be inexperienced, but I will do my best.
I feel new power surging within me.
So now we can inherit both gold attack and Marika Karja. This is going to be a very weird run, I feel. Super duper weird. It's a setup sometimes. The time it takes me.
That reminds me.
I'm just trying to leave.
Yeah.
I'm only trying to walk out the dungeon. I've got turned around.
Okay then.
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's go in. Trying to fit them in. That's really messed with me there.
Wait.
How clever for a monster to take over the bandits' hideout like this.
We end this quickly.
And even adapting new methods of attack, we must defeat it without further delay. So where are we off to then? We know it's Pierce we'll need in the end. We know these goblins absolutely hate magic users. But we ain't got any, so it's fine. Wow, you're yellow, are you? You're flitting between blue and yellow. What's the truth of this situation?
We got this.
I knew you'd do it.
Where'd you come from? Okay, we'll be able to slash through most of the guys in our path by the look of things.